sorry. That was a joke for off
He used his forehead.
Getting into game one, a matchup as old as time, but not really. It's as old as Smash 4. We got Super Daniel and SNooFL von Eisenhower.
If this was a tale of as old as time, song as old as rhyme, who is Beauty and who is the Beast in this matchup?
I'll tell you what.
Careful now. Your answer verifies whether or not you're a furry or not.
So you're right.
Yeah.
SNooFL doing a great job so far, just kind of finding his way in, man. Both these characters have just a lot of moves that are really hard to punish. So
these characters are very similar. At least in the sense that both of the way Dan and SNooFL plays these characters, very, very similar.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I mean, a lot of their sets have, I think, gone in Super Dan's way as of late, but every set is close.
Yeah.
And I think that comes down to what you're talking about, where both characters play very similar. They know what they need to do, and they don't let themselves get distracted by stupid things. Did you see that smooth back air reverse grab?
That was pretty nice.
That was cheeky, Super Dan. I saw that.
But like if you watch the way these two play these characters, it's like a lot of the at high percent they'll wait for their opponent to do something in the air, parry it, and then smash attack. They throw out back air a lot when that's not working. They juggle quite a bit with their character to rack up damage. They just play the game very similar. Where the differences come down to edge guarding and get recovery basically with these two.
Yeah, and I think to some extent it also, you have the applicability of actually the edge guarding, making a case for itself. Great job for Super Dan locking down that second stock, sitting at 172. The Spock's not able to land any of his kill moves. And he'll get the down smash finally, but Super Dan putting in work with that first stock.
This is one of those matchups too where you know you're going against someone of like pretty equal skill level who plays a character on who basically does the same thing as yours. You want the match to be even pretty much at most times. This isn't one of those matchups where you can play like Ike or Ganon and be like, I'm a stock behind, but I'm really not that behind. This is one of those matchups where it's like I prefer to be as even with my opponent as possible at all times.
Yeah, that's a good point. The minute you fall behind, it feels like you've got a lot more at ease than you actually do.
Yeah, it's just sort of like an avalanche effect.
We're seeing it here. He's got to find his way back now. Not going to get the two-frame, though. I respect Super Dan going for the safe option, but I feel like when he gets the stock lead, you kind of want to send a message at this game,
You definitely could, because, like, planning out Flood to make it so it pushes SNooFL away so you have more options to go off stage and do something. I really like it, but it's not going to do anything if you don't actually utilize it.
Case in point, the reverse Flood charge. You know what? Super Dan just wanted his percent. That was a great job from Super Dan getting that game one. I don't know, it really came down to what you're talking about with that first stock just lasting so long and being such a detriment.
Yeah. Because really, once SNooFL had a good start there to his third stock when he was able to get rid of Dan's immediately, but it was already almost too little too late. Like, you could sort of tell that this match was over, and that's what I mean with these characters wanting. You really need to stay on top of your opponent in jack of all trades, just close counter matches like this.
Yeah, I like the stage option. I would assume Mario has a bit more trouble with Yoshi's than he does with other stages. He almost got a really nasty jab block there.
He's dead.
Oh, he certainly is. You know what I was saying earlier about the whole having trouble with these platforms? Yeah, oops, never mind. I'm out of bracket for a reason. Great job from Super Dan taking advantage of the platforms. Honestly, I'm SNooFL. I'm a little nervous. This is my counter pick.
That's sort of the thing with this. Okay, choosing Yoshi's, I think I can see why you would do it if you're SNooFL, but Dan just relies on these close platforms so much. This is one of those stages where Dan can reliably get that up B kill, so you have to wonder if it was worth going to a stage like this, because that's a really dangerous decision for SNooFL.
Yeah, this feels on a very similar level to taking Raven King triplats.
Yeah.
It's you better have
a game plan.
Yeah, you need a big game plan, and Nair to up smash doesn't sound too bad if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, SNooFL, he's not out of it for sure, because he's got these platforms for himself too.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes people get a little down on themselves when their opponent counterpicks platforms and they're good with platforms. platforms. You need to remember that you can utilize these platforms in one way or another, too.
Yeah. And it just depends. Just like that, baby!
Just like that. Big up airs. And now all of a sudden he's got the lead. And now Superdan's got to lock down this stock. Well, SNooFL's got a little play. He's got a little room to work. Oh,
See,
that's...
So it turned around Flood to get into the back air position, and then just kept pressuring him.
I guess that's like optimal Flood charging, so I respect it. Because I'll do that with Mewtwo, where I'll just like turn around, charge Shadow Ball just so I have my back air.
Yeah, it's safe and it's solid. I mean, it does cause a lot of pressure for SNooFL figuring out, because you know that with Dan, you never know if he's like planning for you to stay in the same position so he's going to back air, or if he's expecting you to roll and then he just up smashes. So it's that guessing game always gives Dan such an advantage. Oh, I like the attempt, but he might have just cost himself the match.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like the option. I also like that SNooFL didn't get answers. You know, he saved that up. He went low, and then he didn't go at a direct diagonal. He kind of rode the stage a little bit, as we were seeing earlier, and that I think Superdan wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
That ended up getting him stage life.
Because if he hit that like that hitbox for like Firefox, I want to say you want to go kind of under it, right?
Yeah.
You want to go a little bit under it so you don't get clipped with like the beginning of Firefox, and then like you hit that cape and then he's dead, and you 1-0. So I like the attempt. I like the danger aspect when Dan's been playing so safe. In fact, he's playing so safe he now has a helmet, a whole construction uniform to demonstrate his play style for this upcoming matchup.
Yeah, blue collar Mario here and ready to work.
Ready to work.
I respect Superdan kind of saying, you know what, I can play the stage better.
Yeah. And you know what? I see the argument. I mean, he's kind of shown us the argument last game, so I think both of them do pretty well on Yoshi's.
Just dancing around each other's shields right now.
You know what? When you get right down to it, that's a lot of this matchup, dancing around each other's shields. Because even though Mario has the advantage when it comes to edge guarding in this matchup, Fox still has the speed advantage. Fox can still set himself up in neutral in that certain position he wants to faster than Mario can, which could definitely be the difference maker on a small stage like this.
Yeah, when it comes to movement, Mario's got to take advantage of his floatiness so he can kind of linger and bait options a bit better. When Fox jumps, you know where he's going to go right away. He's going to fall very fast. We'll like the wall jump to shore up that recovery. That cape is so well.
I like the attempts from SNooFL, just playing it safe, going for either nair or back air to kill, not trying to do anything fancy.
Oh my god, and a great punish. And SNooFL didn't. I think he thought he would be able to get him with the get-up attack, and as a result, eats a partially charged sweet spot. And that'll be his first stock gone, man. He put so much work and time. He fought for the scholarship, and then Mario just said, "My dad is an alum." Oh, I like the stall option. Saved his jump, did an air dodge, and was able to get out of the combo.
Yeah, that's nice. I've seen a lot more Foxes lately been trying to utilize that shine in a multitude of ways. The fast falling Firefox allows him to dodge the fair. Still, Dan is at... Okay, anytime your opponent is at above 200% on Yoshi's Island, and F-throw from Fox kills, you know you probably should have killed your opponent a little bit sooner. So good job by Dan, just staying alive that whole time.
Yeah, and you know, SNooFL's in a similar situation right now. You know, last game he did lose his stock early, not quite in the same way, but he lost his stock early and had to bring it back with a huge combo. So I'm wondering if he's got something in the pot right now to cook up.
Nice, the side attack.
Yeah, going with the safe option for two framing. Not gonna get it that time though.
I really like that from Dan. He knows he has like the any little percent wins him the match here. That's okay. All right. Nice. That slide just helps take his stock.
Oh my god, that up air would have done it, I think.
Yeah, I would say so. That it seems like what Mario's at like 70, top platform of Yoshi's most likely.
Now Superdan has got to be on his toes here, you know, because he's got this lead, but it can be so easy to lose it in an instant.
He called it out! Oh, that was so huge. That call out on that top platform could have cost him the entire game.
Oh, yeah. doesn't look like you get the confirmed Seeds lane now, so he's got to find a kill some other way.
Gonna back throw. Try to put him in another position off stage.
Ooh, misses the 2-frame, but the up smash will do it, and that'll be Super Dan taking a game 3 decisively, I'd say. After a shaky game 2, he really just laid it all out there for game 3.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything that set. He played it safe at some moments. He played it aggressive at some moments. Sometimes he won the exchange, sometimes he didn't, but that's kind of what you get from a matchup like Fox versus Mario. No one strategy most of the time is going to work. You kind of need to mix it up at all times, and both of them played really great. It's just Dan came out as the better man this time around.